And I'm back with another one. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy DAZ'S, and it's my journal. And today, I relapsed. Well, not today, but I'm just saying I relapsed. And I realized something with me relapsing, man. I ain't put too much pressure on myself this time, and I'm not gonna ever put too much pressure on myself ever again. I'm not. Because I realized this relapse, right? That some people could do it for years, and some people have so much creative power that they can't, that you feel like you're gonna explode if you hold it in for so long. And I don't know why, but I came to this weird epiphany that when I was doing semen retention, the reason I was doing it is because I used to have a lot of not trouble with women, but I used to succumb to women back in the days. What I mean by that is I used to be the guy the nice guy, the guy that used to push everything to the side for women, that did everything that women wanted me to do for them, or just not honing into my energy. And me doing semen retention, I'm gonna keep going now. I'm gonna get back up, but I'm gonna talk about that a little later. But it was just I kept doing shit for the pleasing of women. And now that I understand that I'm not trying to please no women, it's a different understanding. And when you do it, when you relapse, the number one thing I want to talk about first is that the devil try to keep you in shame. The devil try to keep you in shame. Whenever you relapse, don't you feel like, I'm in shame? I should have never did that. I should have never did that. I feel bad. I realized that, and I started thinking. I said, hold on. It's a natural thing. It's a natural thing, right? At the same time, yeah, I made a promise to myself and I broke that promise, and I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna get up and try again, but I'm not gonna be in shame while I'm thinking back on the relapse, because I built myself up so much. I built myself up so much to let one relapse break me all the way back down. And that's how you gotta think too if you relapse. I built myself up so much to let one relapse make me feel like everything is just crumbling. No, don't get me wrong. I do feel like I should have kept going, and I want to keep going because it's so much of y'all that I realized that I'm inspiring y'all, and at the same time y'all are inspiring me too. But I'm not gonna keep myself low down because I made a mistake is something that you don't know you're doing and you do it by accident. This is not a mistake. I fell short. I fell short, and I'm not gonna blame the devil neither. And be like, the devil tricked me into. No, we be giving the devil way too much power. I ain't giving him that. I did it. I could have said no. But I did it. And I'm starting to understand God gonna put somebody in your life regardless, right? But the thing is, he want to see, can you lead? Can you lead? And that's why he was leading me down the road of semen retention, because he wanted me to be able to hold my seed and lead myself and learn how to lead myself first before I get into a relationship or I get into anything with another person. And I'm not saying this to have an excuse. I'm not at all. I'm not saying this to have an excuse. This is not an excuse. Because I don't feel bad. If you see it on my face, you could tell. And you could tell from past videos when I felt bad about it or whatever the situation was. I don't feel bad. I'm not even going to sit here and cap. I do not feel bad. And why? Because I have it in my... I realized that I built up a system and routine doing this. That now I know if I get a girl... I know for a fact we not sleeping together every day. That's not going down. Probably once every 2-3 weeks we probably sleep together. Probably once a month we probably sleep together. Probably when we gonna have fun that night. That one night we gonna have real fun. But once a month, and I know how to control myself for that now. And I know that I'm not letting lust lead me. But sometimes I be so built up because I'm when you doing that, that's a creative energy right there too, right? That's part of your creative energy right there, right? And I'm a creator. I create so much. I just do so much. I do so much. I don't be giving myself time to rest. So I be burning out, and I realized that too. That's another thing I realized that on this time. I be burning myself out, and that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Burning yourself out is not a good thing, and you gotta have a reason. You gotta have a why for why you doing semen retention. I realize that too now. Why are you doing semen retention? What is the reason? My reasoning, I didn't even know what it was, but subconsciously and consciously now I know it. But that my reasoning is because I used to give too much of my energy to women, and now I know how to hold that. Now I know how to say no. Now I know how to look at a woman and be like, nah, that's not my type. Now I know how to look at a girl and be like, okay, she fire, but I don't know if I want to touch her. And now I know that I could deal with one girl. Because I'm not even gonna be paying attention to girls like that. And if I'm dealing with one girl, we're not even gonna be sleeping together all the time. So every time we do sleep together, it's gonna feel fresh. You know what I mean? Not giving myself an excuse. If you've been on this 90-day journey and you keep going, man. Keep going. I appreciate y'all for real. And keep commenting, keep coming back and letting me know how far y'all got. If the people that's relapsing, don't feel bad about it. Get up and try again. Get up and try again. This is what life's about. Don't let the devil bring you to shame. Don't go back to the lower planes. Don't feel shame. Don't feel anger. Don't get me wrong. Matter of fact, I felt anger, but I felt anger to do better. It was weird. Just like when I relapsed, I'm like, I'm not with it. I started like, I'm gonna give you like an example, but I was like, I'm not with it. I'm gonna get this shit done. I built myself up so much that I'm not gonna let just because I relapsed, I'm not gonna let it break me down. And then I started thinking about more things I could do, more shit I could get better at. How can I get better at these videos? How can I get better at my content on different platforms? How can I just get better, period? It was like a trigger. It triggered like a switch in my brain where it was like, we ain't giving up. We going harder, you know? And I realized that because I said this before. It's like every time I do like 2 weeks to a month of semen retention, every time I relapse, I get this trigger in my brain and it pushed me to do something better. Like it pushed me to another level. And I'm starting to realize that that's my threshold right there. That's my threshold right there. Like anywhere from 2 weeks to a month. That's my threshold. But I'm happy that I know that I could at least hold my seed for at least 2 weeks. I'm happy that I know that when I get a girl, it ain't gonna. I'm not gonna. If I'm gonna have eyes for her, and I'm not gonna be dealing with her for lust only. It's not gonna be a lustful relationship. It's gonna be me looking at her and be like, damn, she fire mentally. I like how she think. I like how she move. I like how she bring her energy and mine's mesh together. We could go higher together. You know what I mean? And I'm keep on saying this. I'm not giving myself an excuse because I'm picking myself back up, and I'm trying again. I'm trying again, man. It made me realize that I need, like, I bought this microphone for my camera and shit. I started thinking about new ways I could enhance like my businesses and just new ways that I gotta start thinking, and it brought me to the thought of I'm not letting nothing bring me down no more. Nothing at all. Nothing bring me down no more. Because I used to do that. I used to let like the littlest, slightest things bring me down. When this is life. I was listening to, go on YouTube, right? And listen to the book of Ecclesiastes. They say life is meaningless. We work hard, we toil. They say toil, but toil mean work. We toil hard. It make no sense. It said it make no sense to toil hard and have no joy. And have no pleasures in life. I'm not saying to go out there and fuck off, I'm saying it mean work hard, right? But enjoy life. Enjoy it. And sometimes when we on the semen retention journey, we feel like we gotta be like macho. We just no, y'all. Go listen to Ecclesiastes. I'm telling you, go listen to the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible, or go read it. Go read it or go listen to it on YouTube. And I'm telling you, that's gonna change your outlook on life. Do what you love and do it with love. Have fun with life. We only get one of these lives, man. Memento mori. Remember, you must die. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but if you remember that you must die, you're going to live for today. You're going to live for every day. We can't be putting ourselves oh, I did this, no. You can't be doing that, man. At all. And I'm not saying to go release. Don't go release. If you still on your streak, go on your streak. But if you on your streak and you angry, and every day you're waking up and you're like, oh, I can't do this, and you feel tight, in your chest and your back, pause. Find a girl that you like, that you really could see yourself with, and release. And then see how you feel after that. The devil gonna try to bring you to shame because it's gonna be, oh, you messed up your streak. But do you want to live in anger? Do you want to live like that's a saying, when you try hard, that's when you die hard. I never understood that, but now I'm starting to understand it. When you trying so hard, it's like the fall is so hard. Like it's like a bow. But if you just live, you like, you know what? I know that I can hold my seed for 2 weeks now, so I'm not going to be out my life. That's what I'm gonna do. Why was I on semen retention? Because I did not want to be that guy who always just releasing every day. Because I'm not gonna lie, the last relationships I was in, it was every day, nonstop action. Every day. I'm not with that no more. I ain't with that no more. And now I know that I could keep my seed for a great amount of time. Because some people can't even do it for 2-3 days. I could do it for two weeks to a month. Easily too. And I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me, man. Be proud of you. And don't let the society tell you what's right, what's wrong. Yes, keeping your seed is heavy. It's great. But sometimes if keeping your seed is going to cost you your mental health, if keeping your seed going to cost you, because imagine you holding your seed and you think about releasing all day. Imagine that. And you think about just releasing all day. You're like, oh man, I want to release. I'm not saying like during the first 3 days, you're going to have the urges, of course. Because now you feel fresh. It feels fresh. You get what I'm saying? And you're doing it over again. That's different. But I'm talking about when your body's so tight that you angry. And you're like, I want to release. Like, if you've been on semen retention, you know what I'm talking about. And that's not good because sometimes that feeling could prolong for weeks. For weeks. And all you doing is putting yourself in a negative mind state. Because now all you thinking about is sex. But you thinking about and all you doing is depriving your shadow side. And I'm gonna talk more later about that. I'm gonna talk more about that in a different episode. Your shadow side, because everybody. It was a saying that somebody asked John Jones, right? Do you think you're a good guy trying to be bad, or do you think you're a bad guy trying to be good? And he had the perfect answer. He says, I think I'm a bad guy trying to be good because we are all born in sin. We have to make the choice to do good things. And that's sad with me, son. That right there is sad with me. God know we gonna fall short sometimes. He's not gonna blame us and kill us and put us. No, that's why he sacrificed his only son for us, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? So with all that being said, man, I'm just saying, like, I relapsed, but I don't feel bad. I don't feel no shame. I'm not putting myself down for it, and I'm not gonna make nobody else put me down for it, because I don't care. I don't care. And I know for a fact that I needed to release because I don't want to be sitting there thinking about sex all day and I'm feeling tense. My body is just hurting me. I'm feeling tense like this. I'm not saying to go release every day because release overindulgence of sex, that's terrible. But now that you know that you can hold your sex and you can control yourself for a certain amount of period, go ahead, man. Go ahead. And with that being said, it's your boy Daz. Put God first. Put God first. Put God first. And that's another thing too, my fault, y'all. The devil gonna try to like shame you into thinking that, oh, God don't love you no more if you relapse. God don't love you no more. God don't love you no more. If you got a clean heart and you move with pure intentions, God is always gonna be on your side. Remember that. If you have a clean heart and you move with pure intentions, God is always gonna be on your side. So with that being said right there, put God first. Put God first. Put God first. It's your boy Daz and I'm out of here. Peace.